We have arrived. Flashpoint, the conclusion. This was Barry Allen's fault all along. This is episode 66, the finale from Flashpoint number 5. This is the moment Barry has been looking forward to, facing Kubert Thawne. Although, I'm sure Barry would rather face his nemesis anywhere else but here, in the middle of a war. What did Thawne do? Barry is livid. As much as he would love taking credit for all this, Kubert says this was Barry's fault. Clearly, Barry doesn't know what he's talking about, so Kubert gladly makes him remember. When Barry visited his mother's grave the last time, he couldn't handle his grief, so he went on the cosmic treadmill and ran back in time to stop the Reverse Flash from killing his mother. But in doing so, that seemingly small detail changed the history of the entire world. Finally, Barry remembers everything. The weight of the guilt on Barry is unbearable. In his rage, he trashes the whole battlefield with one quick swing of his arm. Thawne starts to beat on Barry until Batman interrupts. Before they could gather themselves, Thawne came back and beat the hell out of Batman. Barry can't let that happen, but Thawne is just out of control. He goes on about how he's not a living paradox anymore. Because of Barry's actions, he's now removed from the timeline, so he doesn't need Barry to exist anymore. Thawne claims that Flash can no longer hurt him. For a second there, he forgot he was in the middle of a war. But like I said before in the series, the war doesn't forget about you. Batman punches Amazonian steel through the back of Kubert Thawne, and the Reverse Flash goes to meet his maker. There's other issues at hand now. The Shazam kids are still in the middle of this war zone. They also see the traitor Enchantress fighting for the Amazonian army, but worry not, the cavalry has arrived. It's Grifter with the resistance. They start to clean up the field to make way for the heroes, but they ran into Enchantress, and she is too powerful for them. Batman gets a direct hit for his troubles. Cyborg and Element Woman are blasted as well, trying to protect the kids. When suddenly they see something up in the sky. Is it a bird? Is it a plane? It's Superman. The Enchantress is no longer a problem. Superman's presence is felt by Diana and Arthur. Bad news for them, however, Kal-El is tired of their transgressions. Superman takes on both of them. That gives the heroes a moment to breathe, but Barry's memories continue to change due to the timeline shift. Gorilla Grodd finally made his entrance into the conflict to conquer Europe with his army. Cyborg picks up on his radar the amounts of destruction the Geopulse emitter is causing. The entire planet is caving in. A loud boom roars through the battlefield. Before he forgets, Batman hands Barry a letter, and he pleads to Barry to save his son and to take this letter he wrote for Bruce. Thomas is sorry about Barry's mom, and with that, Barry takes off. While running, he sees the memories he shares with his mother from this timeline, so he decides to make a quick stop at his mom's place. Barry explains to her how he got on the cosmic treadmill and came back to save her, but in doing so, this world was corrupted to the point that is now on the verge of destruction. He doesn't want to lose his mother, but there's no other way. He will have to go back and stop himself from saving his mother to avoid altering the timeline. She tells him that it's okay. The time they spent together will live with them in this timeline or somewhere in the universe. After saying goodbye, Barry spots his past self running in the time stream. He jumps in the stream to remove past Barry from the cosmic treadmill with tears in his eyes. They wrestled each other on the treadmill until it broke. The explosion of the cosmic treadmill causes multiple universes and timelines to be opened up by Pandora. Moments later, Barry is being yelled at. He fell asleep at work again. He goes to the Batcave to tell Batman everything. He explains how saving his mother from being murdered by the Reverse Flash changed the entire world. But now everything seems back to normal. Batman confesses to Barry that he would have done the same for his parents if he could. Barry also says that even though that world is gone, he managed to keep somehow all his memories of the life he had with his mother. Batman says that's a blessing. It probably will make everything easier for Barry moving forward. That's when Barry remembers he was carrying a letter from Thomas Wayne. Bruce loses his footing for a second when realizing whose handwriting is in that paper. He takes off his cowl to read it, and after enjoying that small treasure, he is grateful Barry brought this to him. The end.